everyone, it's Jenny. Welcome to another process video. I'm just showing you the product that I'm using today. So I've been using a lot of this Amy Tan Stitched collection in the last few videos. So just for those who haven't seen it before, maybe if this is your first time watching, I'm just giving you a bit of a preview of the different stickers and rub-ons and embellishments that are a part of this collection. So this one is another simple layout for me, with using not very many embellishments and not lots of layers, so a nice clean layout, and I am enjoying them quite a lot because I get a lot more done in the time. So they're only taking me about half an hour to do, which is great when time is short. So anyway, I have got a photo that I think is about a 5x7 here for this layout, and I'm just laying it down where I think that it's going to go, and I am cutting some of the elements out from one of the sticker sheets in the 6x6 paper pad and using them to embellish the page. So this piece of paper, the pink sort of different shades, well, not different shades, it's sort of like an ombre effect of paper, was from the 12x12 paper pad, and that little branding strip at the top held the page to the paper pad, if that makes sense. So I've just cut that off and I have used that. And the love hearts there that I've placed at the bottom were on a clear sticker sheet, so I've decided to use those on the bottom of the photo. And I'm going to use a couple of these little colour patch rub-ons on the layout as well, and put some things on top. So here is my fun with these letter stickers. So please don't laugh at me, but you can laugh if you like because it's quite funny. I have told you before about my dilemma with these scripted fonts. I can never work out the words. So here is my daughter coming to tell me that I was using an F and not an L. So on this particular sticker sheet, all the letters were quite close to each other, and I thought I was picking up an L and I couldn't quite work out how it was going. So my smart daughter was able to come and pick out and have a chuckle at me that, Mum, that's actually an F, not an L. So glad that she was around, because I might have called it, instead of being delicious, it might have been deficious or something, and you would have been wondering what on earth that was all about, and I would have no idea. So there you go, lucky for daughters. They come in very handy. So anyway, back to the layout. I'm just cutting off some of these little coloured pieces. They look like paint stripes that you might do with a paintbrush, and so I'm using those to add a little bit of colour underneath the title. And I use the yellow one underneath the love heart strip as well, so I actually pull that back a little bit and use that. So this photo was a photo of all of the food that I made for my daughter's 18th birthday party. So she had turned 18 in September, and she had a big party at home, and we had a table full of all sorts of sweets. So it was quite delicious, as the title would suggest, and was enjoyed very much by everyone at the party. So that's what this photo is all about. And so at the moment I'm just cutting some elements off this sticker sheet and seeing if they are going to fit on the page, and some I use and some I don't. So I liked that little red always rub-on, and that Y fits perfectly between the U and the S in the word delicious, so I was quite happy with that. And before, when I rubbed that yellow piece underneath the love heart, some of it didn't rub off properly, so I thought that I would rub that onto the page in random random places, but once I put it there, I didn't like it. It actually looked like smudged pumpkin on the page, and smudged pumpkin on my layout isn't the look I was going for. So I have used those little squares, the square up the top. I changed the green one, I put that down the bottom, and the happy day one I put up the top to add a little bit of colour green down the bottom of the page. So I actually cover up the mistake I made with the rub-on, and it all works out perfectly fine. So there I am committing to the title, and I'm going to rub this little word on. There it goes, fits beautifully in there. Some of these rub-ons came out beautifully, and some of them were really hard to get off. So I think it was a little bit hit and miss. Some of them, like I said, some of them were great, and others I had to keep rubbing and rubbing and rubbing. So rub-ons are always a tricky thing. You can never quite tell if they are going to come off easily. So I've just put a little puffy sticker up there as well. And I'm just putting some of those little rectangles onto some foam tape to give them a little bit of dimension. And there was also in that photo, I think someone had placed a black bag, a plastic bag with a present or something for my daughter. In it, they just placed it on the end of the table, and so that was in the photo. So that's why I placed that love on there, so that hides that little awkward bit in the photo, and you wouldn't be able to tell that it had something under there that shouldn't be there. So just having a look at what I'm doing now, I think I'm deciding that it needs a tiny little bit more embellishment to fill in some of those little areas, and I'm using the little gold rub-ons, and that brings the gold in from the left hand side of the page as well, and adds a little sprinkle to the right hand side. And then it is pretty much done. So like I said, a nice quick and easy layout for me today. So I will leave you there and say goodbye to you for now. If you've enjoyed this video, let me know by giving me a thumbs up, please, if you would. And I will see you next time. Bye.